Alright, well, welcome to Brightsword. This is a kind of session 0.5, I guess, almost session 1. We're about to launch through the Tomb of Achshad campaign. I played this as a three-part Freeblades campaign with just me and my buddy, and it was a lot of fun. It helped us understand the campaign mechanics a little bit further and stuff like that. But tonight we're going to be diving in with Brightsword. And we're going to experience that from a Brightsword perspective. And so you'll get to know the players here in a little bit, but first let's get a little background to what we got for you tonight. So as many Freeblades before came to the town of Raman, which y'all can see just here. It's well, that's where it is. The little tokens pointing at it. We'll zoom in there. All right. All right. So right there, town of Raman. All right. So as you guys many Freebladers have come looking for work to this town, and you guys have found yourself in the Gilded Kettle. The ale is flowing, and the warm rabbit stew fills your large wooden bowl to the brim. Say what you want about tavern food, but Uvada's cooks know what they are doing. There's a reason this place is so popular with the local miners, this particular establishment. Well, you're huddled around your wooden ladle, or your low wooden table, with your colleagues, and you drain your ale and dig into a bowl of exceptional stew. You look at your warrant, delivered only a few minutes ago by a courier from the court of Count Yalev Raman. The paper laid out before you bears the seal of Count Raman on it. It isn't every group of adventurers that the Count will trust with his personal business. But seeing as you guys are newly formed, why not? Let's trust you with it. That makes perfect sense. Someone among you has pulled some strings, and you wonder who that might be. You look around at your fellow adventurers only to find them doing the same thing, wondering who may be pulling the strings. So then, everyone is curious about who around the table has those kind of political connections. But the parchment is newly made and has the scent of fresh ink wafting from it. It's dry, but only recently. The first word that catches your eye is Dathglar. Now, the Dathglar is a great magical desert to the southwest of Raman, and you can see it just there. Gave you a click there. Dathglar. It was created in a magical cataclysm years and years ago when the Tresorites rebelled and overthrew the Krajan Empire. But dangerous monsters roam the Dathglar, and beside a few scattered ruins of villages and cities that thrived on the once fertile land there, there's very little else, well, at least that you know of. Apparently, Count Raman knows something that you don't. The warrant speaks of the ruins of Letherdem, a walled city on the old trade route. Letherdem was the site of a great siege during the Tresorite Rebellion. The leaders of the city were supposedly great mages. The leader of the city was supposedly a great mage who sacrificed himself to break the siege, allowing Letherdem's surviving citizens to escape the rebel onslaught. This leader, Achshad, supposedly has a tomb outside the walls where he was felled. This tomb seems to be the object of your warrant. Well, it's not just a tomb, really. It's rumored that buried with Achshad was a cache of magical items that the Count wants you to recover. You put down a little more ale and look around the table again. Well, it isn't going to be boring, and that's for sure. The Dathglar has quite a reputation for danger and strange monsters. And let's not even go into the fact that it's a desert where there shouldn't be one. Or that it was created by a magical cataclysm. Honestly, the whole thing is just not okay. It's very unusual, unnatural. And why would the Count Ramon be interested in some Krajan magical weapons? They didn't save this guy a shard. It's not like the Count is short on mages that could create any kind of magical weapons that he desires. So clearly there are a lot of mysteries that you guys will need to unveil. And the warrant leaves you with more questions than answers. But it's not your job to ask questions, is it? And so, with that, I'll leave it to you guys to introduce yourselves. You can introduce yourself as a player if you want to, and then introduce your character.
I'll go first if you guys want.
Great. Right. From there, we're just going to follow the tokens around the right.
Okay. So, my name's Jacob, and I'm playing Bertha. Hello, I am Bertha. Seeing as I'll be traveling with you all, I should probably introduce you to myself and my companion. And I turn to my left, and you see this frail-looking hooded figure to my left. This is my master. His name is Tharun. He is very quiet, as he's no longer among the living. And I take his hood down, and you see the skeleton before you. He taught me everything I know, and as part of his last wish, you might say, he decided to journey with me for the rest of his undeath. I'm a Heraldon by race, and I met him on his travels through Vassalar, which most of you know is on the border between Kandor and here. He is a Kandoran by race, but regardless, hopefully we'll be able to fell this desert. You, fellow over there with the archer crossbows, you look fair. What is your name?
Greetings. I'm Scott, and I am playing a Khazaric-ish looking hand crossbow fighter. You're old fellows. Nice to meet you. I'm just an adventurer looking for a good thrill of a hunt. I could say that I just like shooting things, but that's what us Khazaric do.
Good to shoot things. I'm Robert. I'm playing Fairloon. I'm a martial wanderer of sorts. I grew up on my father's ship, but I have a way with animals. And we don't have much out there on the sea but fish. So I'm looking to see the world. I'm glad to join up with you all. Outside of that, I'm looking to not spend a lot of time in this desert. And you, Marcus?
My name's Josh. I will be playing Marcus Riker. And I am looking for a wrong to right.
Man of many words.
Yeah. Is that my guy?
Yep.
All right. Ben, I am playing Kip, a Falcaron. As Kip looks up over his drink at the rest of y'all as y'all are conversing and talking, he just kind of smiles into his cup. I owe loyalty to no one and no nation. I am my own man and in for my own coin. But this does look to be a fun adventure. And he goes back to drinking.
I whisper to Tharoon. He's a lot like you, quite quiet.
I just think he's interested in
many-
paying for his own coin. He pays himself for his adventures?
Earn my own coin.
Oh,
Ah, a
Too
man.
many words give away too many secrets. And secrets are worth their weight in gold.
Well, with introductions made, you guys make agreements to meet in the next morning and head out. None of you wants to wander into the Dathglar alone, as that would spell certain death. And so you make some provisions, and
Do any of us know when it became a ruin, it became a desert? How long ago this happened?
I'll roll a lore check if you'd like.
yeah, you can roll me a lore Dathglar check.
Let's see here, D6.
Trying
I was saying earlier, if we don't have the skill.
I did take it only because I talked
Okay, well then you
to Geoff before.
yeah, so you're not sure. You can't remember. Too bad you
Blast
don't
this
have
heat.
dubious knowledge, and then I would totally throw you under the bus here.
I'll begin to say something that sounds profound. Oh yes, I think that there are lots of skeletons there, probably some lizards too.
And that's how it was made.
Yes, and that's it was made from stone and people.
I always thought deserts were made from lack of water.
Yeah, well, the magic there, it could have done many things. Perhaps you're right, but perhaps it was the magic.
Do any of us know these ruins we're supposed to investigate? I personally have never heard of this place until this was delivered to us.
That was actually an accident, but if you want to accept it, we can.
It's your Dathglar spike. Go ahead.
Alright.
Alright, 7. It's pretty sweet.
The desert I do not know, but the ruins, however, I am fairly familiar. It was some ancient city owned by the Tresorite, and it seems an overpowerful or overconfident mage sacrificed himself there to protect it from siege.
Hold on, I will tell you a little more.
Yes.
It's actually a Krajan city of Lathadem. It's sat commandingly on a trade route.
Okay.
You didn't crit, so
That's about all I know.
no. Hold on. I'm just gonna send you.
I pause for a long time and I look at Tharoon and say, "Do you have any input?"
All right. What's your?
7 was my total.
No. Man, why wouldn't it let me freaking? Oh, it's because you have quotations around your name. Get rid of your quotations around your name. That's why I can't message you.
Oh, for juice, you mean?
Yeah, get rid of those quotations.
I didn't even realize they
To
were
be fair,
quotations.
whenever I refer to you, I do use hand quotes.
Yeah. As soon as that's updated, I can actually whisper something to you.
There you go.
Well, whispering
Yep,
rude.
there it is. It does look really weird now that.
Holy crap, that's a lot.
Oh, look, I
Well,
forgot
you did
about.
whisper.
Yeah, well, have
I
some of it.
explain all this to you guys in length, and I write it down for you, in fact.
Well, explain it to us in length.
The ancient Krajan city of Letherdem sat commandeeringly on the trade route heading north from Teredem into the Ruby Empire's holding on the North Continent. While not as large as its sister to the south, the importance of Letherdem cannot be understated. Letherdim's walls provided refuge to the caravans of goods headed north along the trade route, as well as defense against the seasonal raids for the barbarian people. I kind of look around as I say that. Fertile, rich farming ground around the city gave its reputation of comfort and plenty, while the caravans on the trade route brought its riches and prominence. During the war against the Trasorites, the Letherdim was attacked almost simultaneously with his sister city to the south. The rebels believed, rightly, that if all the cities were besieged at once, then none could aid another. Dividing their smaller forces was a gamble, but it paid off. Letherdim, the smaller of the cities, was the first to fall after a 3-month-long siege. The Raznam of the city, Achshad, made the rebels pay dearly for its capture. He and most of the soldiers perished in the fight, but not before most of its civilian population escaped in the nearby hills. The wretched Tresorite, and I kind of scoff, victory at Letherdim was short-lived, as only a while later disaster struck at Nevodim. The Dathglar exploded into existence, destroying Letherdim and turning the surrounding countryside into a nightmare desert it currently is. Well, I knew more than I thought. Just only took a minute.
This Nevodim sounds like trouble.
Yes, I agree.
If he's dangerous enough to chase out an army, especially a Tresorite army, we should be very cautious.
Yeah, that's only the first 4 paragraphs of the article. There's a lot more. Well,
Holy cow.
with that, you guys retire and make provisions to leave, in, the next morning.
And do we have mounts?
You don't, unless you bought a mount. Unless you took the mount feature, you don't have.
They're
mounts.
quite expensive.
So one of you have a wagon for me?
Nope.
No. Tharoon is more than happy to carry some of our supplies. It will
Well,
not fatigue him like ourselves.
And we don't have a map exactly where we're going, right? Or any rumors of... Do we need to find that out first before we just wander into the desert?
You guys know that there's a path. It's a great tradeway that kind of moves through the desert. And so you're going to need to navigate the old trade route between Teradim and Raman. And it ran right through Lathadim. And so you guys, does anybody have any kind of a knowledge, like lore geography or any kind of a
Hold on a second.
There's also a navigation skill.
Well, I definitely have
navigation?
I have navigation.
All right.
And I took the cartography also.
Oh, great.
I did not. I have still instead of cartography. Those are the two.
Yep. It's also, we're like currently, I mean, me as well. I'm learning the skills a little more because there's so many skills.
Well, I'm going to add the cartography instead of the stuff because it'll give me more points later.
Okay.
So I'll do that and it costs less.
All right. Let's see. What skill do I want you to run? Because there's like more skills here than there are in.
Yeah. Well, cartography is better by navigation. But either one, I have both.
Roll a find chest. See if you can find it. Just kidding.
Fine. Okay, well, that's good. My fine's better.
Yeah, I'm
Only
just,
wish
I'm
I
just
could.
kidding. Oh, there it is. I
Oh.
found it.
Here's the map and the directions how to get into the tomb and everything.
Yeah.
You just have to be carrying that.
We should probably bring extra
It'll be navigation. Go ahead and roll me that.
trail rations, but a wagon is too expensive for my pocket.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I know where we're going.
You guys got it. Anybody else want to give it a shot? You're
Wait,
plus
you don't have to
one,
because I'm a
so
woman?
yeah.
I don't understand.
Is there perhaps do any of you know anyone in town that might have some better information on traveling there. I'm not certain myself what best routes to take, though I'm familiar with the trade routes,
Well,
or at least
also
their
some
existence.
old bookseller too, or map maker.
We could go ask some merchants. Surely they would know the trade routes in these parts.
So, as you guys are talking, the barkeeper comes up and is like, yeah, just head south. It's the road south. And then,
or we could ask the barkeeper. They tend to know everything.
That's right.
Take it.
It says as he's
Take
walking
another
away.
sip of rabbit. Take another sip of rabbit soup and. Do we think we can trust the barkeeper?
You can always trust the barkeeper.
All right, Juice,
Well,
you're
very
summoned.
well.
You have to resummon him every day, right?
I do.
All right. Well, give me a summon to see if he's there.
Ding
Dun,
about
dun,
it.
dun.
You getting ready in the morning? You're brushing your teeth. You're failing your summon rolls. Do you have knowledge?
Yeah. I've got a D10 though, so I don't get a +1.
D10 is +1,
Oh, okay. Well,
so
there
that
you go
passes.
then. Yeah, thank God.
So you don't spend your 2 power for nothing. All right. Well, with that, you guys figure out where you're going, and you head out of Raman into the Dathglar. Now, you don't know who else has received this summons or anything like that, and you know that generally, when patrons hire a free band for a job, they usually hire more than one because they always assume at least one of them will die. But the night prior, you guys, there were some Erdegar in the tavern as well. And so we're just going to back up a little bit. This is a part I forgot. So there's some Erdegar in the tavern as well. And they seem to be reading a note too. But one of them caught your eye. Some of your eyes. It was a young gal, and she had was wearing a shirt of feathers, and she got up and danced to a number of the songs and was very, very good at it. And one of the older Erdegar got up and told her you need to watch it, and you can't be doing that, and kind of grabs her and pulls her down as she's dancing, and she kind of gave a fit about it. So you guys it just stood out in your mind last night. Anyway, so you guys head into the Dathglar. The first day goes by pretty well. It's a little eerie as you're traveling. You're running into like dead trees, and the land is becoming a little more barren. And then as you're walking, you find yourself in a graveyard. Of all places to be, you find yourself in a graveyard. Which, Verath, you're probably psyched about that.
Don't worry, Tharun. I've not come to bury you. You have much to do still.
How far away from this where we traveled?
Say that again.
How far we traveled?
You've traveled about 3/4 of the first day. Like your travel time. So you've traveled like 6 hours into the Dathglar.
And we have no maps. We're not sure exactly where we're at. I'm going to be checking gravestones to see.
You do have a map. You're able to procure a map.
Okay.
So you know where you're going.
Alright. I'm going to see if there's anything interesting on gravestones, though. Unless we know specifically that this is a graveyard that's from an old village.
Nope, you're not sure. The path seems to kind of wander through here. Maybe you're lost, maybe not. So
I don't know many trade routes that go through graveyards. You sure you're reading that thing right?
Just seeing to make sure we're on the right place. I'm pretty sure I know where we're going, obviously. But this will tell us. Tresorite Graveyard or something else.
The names on that one are kind of rubbed off a bit. Like you're having a hard time seeing what
That
they
happened
are.
in the graveyard other than people's, remorse over loss of the loved ones.
All right. So while Fairloon is looking around there, what are the rest of you? Kip, what are you doing?
Kip is going to keep to the shadows and just keep watch. This place gives him the creeps.
Yeah, why not? Roll me a stealth check as you're keeping to the shadows.
D8.
Nice. All right, you feel stealthy. And then, yep. Father Riker, what are you doing? Or sorry, Marcus.
I kind of come in here a little bit. I am really not much of one for sneaking around, but I am definitely on Kip's wavelength with this place gives me the creeps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to, not be in the graveyard. Staying on the edge. Keeping an eye out.
Nice.
Respectful, nothing little bad happened.
Yep. Let's see. Scott, what are you doing? Alo? Or whatever. I can't remember what your name is. Arrow.
It's kind of like an
Right
arrow
in my,
he's shooting.
I know, I get it now. Sorry, Arrow, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna advance forward, because I ain't afraid of no ghost. But I also can't see my skin at the moment.
I'd be more worried about the ghost not being afraid of you.
He might not have given sight to your token on accident.
There's no dynamic lighting, so
Oh, and I don't know.
I'll just make my way to the kind of the bigger center area and take a look around.
alright, give me a perception check.
What attribute is that?
It's knowledge.
-1 to that.
And you start with a D8. Why are you
Nice.
-1 to your knowledge?
I have a D4 in knowledge.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I wasn't. We weren't playing with those rules. So you
Which
can
one?
you can adjust your life. And make that a D8 again. And then yep. Veritha, what are you doing?
Oh, perhaps we can find some fresh bones here. And I go about looking for fresh bones. Come, Thurun.
All right. As
Perception, too.
Arrow's there, he'll get to act. He spots the ambush. So he was doing that. Kip, you're going to start with a stealth token, so you can. Are you guys familiar with tokens in Roll20 and all that?
I know they
I am
exist.
not.
All right, great. So if you select your token, you'll see a little like coin-looking thing at the bottom, and you can click that, and then it's going to give you a bunch of options. And so you can find one that you think represents stealth, like that, perfect. And now that tells me that you're a stealth. And what I'm going to have you do, Kip, is actually hover over that. Don't click it, just hover over the icon in the little coin menu and press 3. The number 3. There you go. And now we know what your stealth score is.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah. It can only go up to 10. That's kind of a bummer. But anyway, so there you go. So Arrow, you see something a little horrifying as you're looking around, and the thing that catches your eye is there are webs everywhere. And you're kind of following the webs, and then you see them.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are familiar with the war spider?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now you guys can roll me initiative, and here's how that works. It's gonna be a D8 is what you're gonna roll for initiative, but you're gonna modify it by your highest attribute and the bonus that your highest attribute gives. So if you have a D10 or D12 in something, you're gonna get a +1 to your D8 roll. If you have a D14 or higher, you're going to get +2 to your D8 roll. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it 12 or higher that has the 2, or?
No, 14 or higher has a 2.
Yeah.
Right. 10 and 12 is 1, right?
Yeah, 10,
Yes.
12 is +1. Yep.
Okay.
All right. And I need to figure out what the macro is for adding turns to the
Click on
initiative order.
Click on your character and then roll initiative if you had it set up on your character sheet. But
Yeah, that's for... We don't have character sheets in this, though. So, because I'm the first one doing that, and haven't done that. All right, so you guys can modify your own initiatives here.
If we match, what do you want us to do?
Figure out whose die is higher, and then
Okay.
Dex wins. Or actually, agility will win. And then, yeah, your skeleton functions on your turn, so. Scott, I just need you to enter your initiative score in there. Thank you. Alright, cool. Descending. Alright, Fairloon, you're able to act pretty quickly as all this is going on. And so the way that the combat sequence is going to work, it works very similar to Freeblades. You're going to get a move action, and then you're going to get to make attacks in melee. And so if you choose to charge, you can charge. Now, if the monsters haven't yet gone in their turn order, they're going to get to counter charge and all that jazz.
Reactions.
Yep, they'll get reactions. If so, in some ways, it's like better to go sooner, I guess. Anyway.
Yeah. So, what is it that I need to do to pull my bow? How far? I don't see them yet. So, how far are they?
Really? Hold on a second. Let
I
me
see all the other characters, but I don't see anything else.
check this. See if dynamic lighting is. Dynamic lighting is not on. They are.
Need to make it smaller. Maybe I can make it smaller still. Oh, they're up there. Okay, got it.
Yeah, they're just up there. So you might need to zoom out a little bit.
Yeah. All right.
Can you
So,
see?
I
Can
don't-
you
I-
actually see them?
I see them now. There's two of
Okay,
them.
great. Yep.
And
Yeah.
I
So
don't have my bow out. So what would it take to pull my bow out and shoot?
nothing actually. They don't have
Okay.
those. Those rules aren't a thing. You can switch weapons freely and all that.
All right. And how far can I move and shoot?
You can move up to your speed and still shoot, but you will take the -1 for moving and shooting.
Okay. Well, then I'll just shoot.
All right. So you're gonna shoot at which spider?
The one to the upper left.
All right.
It's that one. So. And I'm go back to my character. Damage. Okay. And then for the RAR, is it Dex?
Yeah. So Dex is gonna modify your to hit on
Yep.
Mar or Rar. So if you have a D10 or D12, you get +1 to the die roll.
D10.
But you're gonna roll whatever Rar you purchased for her.
Yeah.
Great.
On my bonus.
Nice. That hits. Yeah, you shoot that spider. The spider tries to dodge out of the way of the arrow and fails to do so. So you can roll damage. You can go damage now.
Deadly. How does deadly work on this?
If you get 8 above, your critical threshold is an 8.
Just a yeet.
Nice. And it sticks into the spider, who doesn't seem to notice it at all. As the spiders have die hard. Alright, Marcus, what are you up to?
Don't think I can reach them from where I'm starting from.
No.
I think I do have a speed of 7. Maybe I can reach it.
Well, your armor, what armor were you wearing?
AV4.
So that
armor's
reduces
supposed
you
be
to
down,
a
doesn't
6 speed.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I would like to step up here
Sure.
and prepare an action to fight it when it comes in range. Take a swing at it.
Okie dokie. I was looking through the rules. I don't think there are readied actions.
It's just reactions.
Yeah, there's things called reaction. So if you haven't gone yet in the turn, you get to react to what the people are doing, but you don't get to ready actions.
Do
Okay.
they
could
have
I-
delay like Freeblades?
hold turn or something?
Yeah, that's a good point. If you want, you can try a discipline test to delay. So you'll roll your
Okay.
discipline, which is probably a D8, and then you'll stay back there, spike it. Alright, it's not enough for a Fate Stone. You missed it by 1. But you are on delay, and so you're going to go after the spiders.
Okay.
Alright, well, really, you can just tell me when you want to come in. Alright, so this spider up here hisses and charges Fairloon, who's the nearest person.
It's terrifying, a hissing spider.
Yeah, it is kind of. And it clicks and kind of runs up to you. And it initially, it actually tries to, it looks like it's going to bite you, but instead it shoots you with a web, and a 2 misses, correct?
So, what's my base defense?
4.
I don't have any armor. Okay, so
So your
I
base
assume-
defense is a 4, and then it's modified
Okay,
by your
fine.
agility.
yeah, my agility gives me a 0. Oh wait,
Oh.
does it give me a 1? I have agility 10.
Yeah, so you're
But I got base defense.
so you're defense 5 then.
Okay.
So he misses with his web, so now he tries to bite you with his biting McBiterson, and he misses again. You're just too good.
Clean.
Alright, Marcus, are you doing anything?
Yes, I would like to vocally but non-verbally inform it of its folly in coming forward. Screaming, I charge forwards.
Okay, nice. Alright, roll your attack.
Alright.
Yeah, that'll hit, and unfortunately it's already tried to dodge Fairloon this turn, so that's it for it.
Alright, and...
Holy Mar, Batman. And 6 for the damage. It's actually a 7 because you charged, and that does a life point to it. As you smash into it. Are you using a Warmatic?
I have a great sword.
Alright, as you smash into it with a greatsword. Kip, it's your turn, man.
All right, how does Blade Dancer work? I get elusive as part of it, so I can declare that spider as the enemy I want to deny any sort of reaction on when I break off.
Right,
But
yeah.
what is the remainder of my maneuver? Does that mean I could partially move, hit, and move away?
No, alright, so what it means is if you start your turn engaged, so like Fairloon is engaged when her turn is going to come up, what you'll be able to do is leave that combat and the spider can't do anything about it. And you can leave that combat and enter a new combat if you want to, which is normally not a rule. Or you can leave that combat, and if you have a ranged weapon like a javelin, you can leave that combat and chuck a javelin at someone.
Ooh, nice.
What you'll want to do is charge.
Yep. Get that +1.
Yep.
Can I charge, though?
Yeah, to this position right here, you can.
Okay. Then yes, that is... actually click that off the ruler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll charge, draw my javelin out, and
Great.
shake my head. Fortune favors the bold.
Let's see if you can...
D10 +1.
Yeah. Nice. 7 will hit. There's also
Okay.
a D20 roller. It's on your sidebar, your toolbar over there. It looks like a D20, and you can just like click whatever die you need, more or less.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, that's helpful. Okay.
Yep.
And then I will do my...
Damage. D6 +1 because you charged.
6 plus... minus +1.
Nice. So it's a 5. Good job. Yeah, so you also chip through its thick armor and do stuff. Vertha.
Ah, yes. Hold on. I sense to find. I use the Necromancer's innate ability from the Chosen, and I can locate all dead within 54 inches.
Yep. So that'll be
And,
your like spell for the turn or whatever.
Yep. Thus, I'm basically trying to reveal death tokens is what I want to do for me.
Gotcha. Okay, hold up. I will.
That's what it
put
says
those-
in an encounter.
Awesome. Let's see, which one do I want to do? Yeah, why not? This one's spooky enough.
Take your time, Bertha. And
So-
you and Bones, just hang out back there. We got this.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so actually every tombstone has a death token, but you also see a couple more. There's one more over where the initial spider left from.
Oh, that thing is terrifying
So
looking.
you have lots of death tokens, bro.
Okay. Tharun, stand there quickly and prepare for the spider. And he'll move his 1, 2, 3. He'll move over there in front, on top of the death token to hopefully use it for Death Shaper later.
All right, Arrow. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna stop reloading the page on accident. How far away is that guy?
3 inches as far as Freeblades is concerned.
Forgot the range of my weapon. Let's see.
A lot further than 3 inches.
Yeah.
If it's a crossbow, it's 10, 20, 30.
It's pistol crossbow, so it's a
Oh, yeah.
lot shorter.
That's right.
Pistol crossbow 369.
Oh yeah, so you gotta move 1 square closer to shoot him. There you go.
And I will shoot him.
Alright. Alright, 10 will hit. Let's see if he dodges it. So he will try to dodge. He does not dodge it, but then your bolt just deflects off his thick carapace. And with that, he scuttles up.
Do I get a
Up to-
reaction?
No, because you already moved. And attacks you. Trying to web you, he does not. And then trying to bite you, he does not. I think I've rolled nothing but 2s. I've rolled nothing but 2s. That's 5 2s in a row. You guys are so lucky.
Clear your macros. I mean, never mind.
May have to add the one.
Fair Loon.
So I'll say the same thing. I don't want to back up. I'll use my sword.
Sure.
if I did back up, what do I need to roll? I mean, not that I'm doing it. I'm actually using the sword.
So
but-
for you to back up, if you wanted to, what you would actually do is called a break-off maneuver. And so you can't shoot or cast in the turn that you do a break-off, as it's too exhausting to like try to avoid those attacks. And you actually would get attacked. Now the spider is preoccupied, so you wouldn't get attacked by him. You could just leave that combat if you wanted to. But alright, a 4 hits the spider because it's piled on, and it tries to dodge you, and it gets a 6 to dodge, so it dodges your blade.
Okay.
That's it. It goes, and let's see, Kip, you did a damage, and Riker did a damage. It'll attack Riker. It doesn't like that big sword. So Riker, it hits you with webs. And so a web is you can't parry it, and a target hit by this attack is dazed. But on a threshold 5 hit, you're stunned instead. What's your defense?
Defense. I don't think I wrote that down.
What's your agility? Let's do that.
My agility is a D8.
Okay, your defense is a 4.
Okay.
Alright, so it hits you and it crits you, so you will be stunned on your turn here. And then it proceeds to use that stun. Stunned is -2 defense to your attack rolls and so on and so forth. And it follows that up with a Savage Bite, which it hits. You can attempt to parry it if you have parry. Or
I do not
dodge.
have parry.
No defensive talents. Uh-oh. And so it sinks its fangs into you. But while the fangs don't get all the way through your armor, its venom does. And so I need you to make me an endurance test, sir. Wow.
Flex.
I'm like, okay, never mind.
That's
As
actually, yeah.
you're like, what poison? It's your turn, so you're still stunned.
You drink it.
Alright, so stunned, I assume I lose the round.
No, you don't.
Lose
It's
action
not.
for a
It's not
round.
as bad as. It's not as bad as all that. And so,
Okay.
let's see here. Test.
It's just the -2 to my whatever test I'm doing.
Yeah. So stunned is. Here we go. Conditions are on page 88. Stunned is -2 defense, -3 speed, may not run or charge, and -2 to any test or attack until the current condition is current turn is concluded. Stun model may not make reactions and cannot pile on.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and swing my sword at it.
Okay. Spike it. So you rolled a 12.
Is that still at -2?
It no. The -2 only applies once.
Okay.
Alright, so you got a 17 to hit. That is a critical hit. Let's see if he can dodge out of it. He does not. So now you can roll critical damage against him. So you're going to roll your damage, but you've already got top number on your damage die. So I think you're starting with a 10, and you're going to go from there. Why not? That makes sense.
Okay.
So 19 is your damage. That is, I think, critical damage as well.
Yeah, it should.
Nice.
If they're regular war spiders.
And it tries to die hard, and it does. You crush it and think it falls to the ground. It looks dead, and then it stands back up with renewed vigor. Kip, put it down.
All right. I will do just that, I hope. Let's see. 10.
Oh, jeez, come on, guys.
Does that hit?
Let's spike it. Let's find out if it hits. Go ahead and spike it. Oh my Keep going.
Right, so there you go.
All right, so a 28 does in fact hit and gives you 2 levels of critical. And so now let's go to the damage where you've already rolled your d6 twice and gotten 6s on the first 2 rolls.
All right, so one more 1d6.
Yep.
Not
12, 13, 14, 15 is critical damage. Dealing 2 life points to the creature. He can't die hard. He's out of that. And so he dies, and you gain a Fate Stone above your current Fate Stone. So everybody has 1 Fate Stone right now. In fact, I'm just going to do this really quick. Now you look like a ninja, too.
nice, perfect. Yeah, Kip, with a grunt of effort, just takes the javelin and drives it all the way through as it's trying to get back on its feet.
All right.
I look up at Marcus. Hit harder. And I rip the javelin out.
So in the Brightsword turn phase, the attack is the very last part of your turn, making your attacks. All right. You can cast spell. You can move, cast a spell, or cast a spell then move, but you have to move then attack. All right. It's Kip. Vertha.
Good God, what's happening over there?
This spider hisses and falls to the ground.
Don't remind me not to mess with them, Tharoon. Alright. I have Tharoon go ahead and charge this thing. I'm going to... it says I have to be ready and unengaged to do Death Shaper. So I'm assuming to be ready in this game,
Ready just means that you can't have
no.
ready just means you can't have some weird condition like stunned affecting you.
Okay.
So you can dash.
So, alright. So I will just have him charge, and he's going to try to hit. Come on, big monkey. If it ever loads. That was the wrong one, I'm sorry. Alright, Skelly Attack is what we're looking for, which is the D4, D6 there. So he got a 3-4. I believe that's a miss.
It's a 3-3 or a 1-1.
Well, it's a +1 because of
Oh, yeah.
I rolled my staff
Well,
attack.
the 3
first time on
just
accident.
straight up misses, so doesn't matter anymore.
Yep.
All right, arrow.
I'm going to punch this thing with my crossbow.
All right.
-1 die level for more, and swing.
You'll hit. Let's see if it dodges out of your attack. It does not, but your damage falls off.
Yep. D4.
D4s are rough, man. All right, it goes and it attacks arrow. Getting a 16 to hit you with its web.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys see Arrow kind of get like sprayed and wrapped up in web. Arrow, you are restrained. So if you look at the Brightsword rulebook, restrained is a restrained model is -3 defense, may not conduct movement, attack, use response talents, take any other action on this turn. A restrained model may not make reactions and cannot count as pylon. And then he sinks his fangs likely into you, getting a 4 to hit, which will hit. And then what?
It's 5.
Defense 5?
Yes.
Yeah, you're -3 defense, so you're only defense 2.
Oh, yeah, restraint. Never mind.
And then he tries to kill you, actually, and doesn't succeed at that, but he does a life point to you. Before you roll your die hard, I need you to make me an endurance test for the venom coursing through your veins at this point. Oh, not today. Go ahead and roll that again. 15. Cool. That's Fate Stone. Have fun with that. And now you can make a die hard attempt to avoid the wound.
It uses endurance, right? Or is
Yep,
it just
it's endurance.
plus the bonus?
No, the bonus only applies to things outside of the stat itself.
Yeah, skills.
All right, do you want to use your Fate Stone you just earned to re-roll that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, you take a life point. So he rips a chunk of flesh from the Khazaric. All right, all conditions are cleared, and Fairloon, it's your turn.
Okay. Gonna move up there and do what I can.
Since I on the cursor. I just hit the roll, whatever it is, but I had any minuses for moving, but it's just melee. I think now.
Yeah, it's melee, so there's no minuses. A 6 will hit. It'll try to dodge you. Tarches, and roll damage.
It's the cutlass. Is that a D6 also?
Cutlass is a d6 plus 1.
Oh, +1. Okay.
Yep.
Same roll, but
5, it tries to die hard, and it does. You cut it, and it just ignores the wound and turns to look at you. Marcus.
Okay. How badly injured is Arrow looking?
He doesn't look too bad. He's still fighting.
Okay. In that case, I think I'm going to charge over here and take a swing with my sword.
That'll hit. Roll damage. Unfortunately, the damage, because you charged, it actually does. Oh no, that's +1. The damage just glances off. It's tough Carapace. Kip.
Looking at the line in front of him, Kip, he just shakes his head. Not much action I'm going to get in this. What's my movement? 8?
7.
7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the penalty for shooting into combat?
There's a high probability of you hitting one of your allies.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like a -4 or something,
Yeah,
right?
it's -4. What you could do is move into a position for next round, and then cast
For the
a
charge.
spell.
Oh, I keep forgetting I have spells.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just see what I have. Maybe there's something I can have some fun with. I can't charge. Let's burn them. I assume spell-based range attacks don't incur that -4?
No, they do.
They do? Really?
Yeah. And you're rolling a d6 to hit, so it's pretty bad.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So 2 spells that my plan was Flaming Weapon or
Yep.
Fire Cloak. Or Flame Cloak or whatever it's called.
I don't have Flame Cloak. Flame Skin?
Yeah, that's the one.
What is the range on burn?
All spells have an 18-inch range unless otherwise noted. So you got lots of range. You can hit the whole map on this one.
All right, so you just see Kip kind of sit there, concentrate for a second, rubbing his hands. Smoke starts to appear, and then he focuses hard, and you see a patch of fire just pop up on the spider's back, right along his furry little behind. And he gets a flame token.
Gotta roll your card check there.
Yeah, you got.
I'm trying to find out what it was. It's 1d6.
Yeah, it's 1d6. Yep. And it goes off.
It's a TN2.
Yeah, all spells are only a TN2.
Unless there's some.
All right. So give him. Let's see. What's a good flame token? Oh, I can't put them on him. Only
Nope.
you can.
Yep. Bertha.
Let's see here. I'm going to walk up behind arrow fell, and goodness.
Hold on. Kip, did you want to move this turn?
Yeah, actually, I do. I'm just gonna. Can I get into position, say about here?
Yeah, you can't run. You could have done a double. Let's see. You were right here, so
About
you could go
7.
right to the one square right back, or
Okay.
move to this square. Then you could charge.
Even better. Yes. That's right. 3 inches for charge.
Vertha.
Yeah, so I'll walk behind Arrowfell, and I will do a first aid on him.
All right, do it.
It's a D10, so here's to hoping.
It
A
does
3.
not succeed.
Oh goodness, stop moving around! I'm trying to help you. And then Tharun will try to attack. Here's his attack. Woohoo!
Spike it. Spike it.
Dang. So that damage was spiked the first time. Do you want another damage?
No, you rolled them both. Why would I want another one? 8
Okay.
does not crit, and 9 does 1 life point damage. He's already used his both, so you do life point to him. That's cool. Yeah, like your spike damage is a 3.
Okay, yep, gotcha. And that's the third one. Yep, got it now.
Arrow.
Break off without penalty at this point?
Yeah, you can just leave.
Oh, crap.
Doesn't
I'm
a
shooting.
battler, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep whacking at him.
All right.
D4's gotta hit sometime. Oh,
The D4 does hit. You can spike your damage. One. All right. So 5 does do a life point to him as you crack him, and you see it. You hit him, and you see a crack form in the carapace. And then the big spider goes and actually is attacking Fairloon, who came in and gave him a wallop. And misses with a 3 with the web, and then bites with the poison, missing again with a 3. Fairloon, it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh,
Flame token.
Yep, he has to make an agility test,
An endurance.
endurance test,
Flame token is an endurance test or lose a life point.
and if he passes, he gets rid of all flame tokens, right?
At the end of your activation, you must pass to remove a flame token. No. You have to take special actions to get rid of the flame token.
All right.
That's only to
There it
not
is.
suffer damage.
All right. Well, he takes no damage from it as he's on fire, but there you go. Fairloon, sorry, go ahead.
So just put the sword again. And not terribly well.
Yeah, unfortunately that will miss even with the pylon 5.
Well, I don't know how many pylon and how many on the ground.
Actually, that hits. Good for
Okay,
you.
great.
That does no damage, though.
Yeah.
Father Riker. Or, sorry, Marcus. Marcus, you hit. Marcus, you do no damage. Vertha.
Oh, did I get skipped?
Yes, you did. Sorry. Kip, go ahead.
All right. When you want a job done right. Charges in.
So if you want, here's kind of the fun part about magic. You can cast a spell and then move into contact. You don't get any charge bonuses, but you get to cast the spell first and then go into contact.
Really?
And then make your attack. Yep.
Oh, well, knowing that, let's just step that back a second. And we are going to attempt to cast Flame Weapon.
Nice.
That is good information to have.
Yep.
Don't mess this roll up. Oh, okay.
There you go. Your weapon is now on fire.
All right, so now I'm going to move in for the strike. 1d10. Don't fail me.
That'll hit.
9. And now my weapon is 2 dice levels higher.
Now he's going to try and dodge at this point, and he torches, so that's fun for him.
Yeah, no. I just kind of shake my finger in his face. No, none of that. Roll, and that would be a 1d8, d10.
Yeah.
D10.
It's a 1d6 goes to a 1d8.
Sorry, d6, d8. It's
Yep.
2 dice levels.
No, it's only 1.
Is
Flaming
it?
weapon gains +1 die level for the weapon of your choice. But then it also gains flame, and so he gains a flame token.
Ah.
So now he has 2 flame tokens.
8.
So
And
I
make
think he
2
gets
endurance. That should do it.
Yeah, it does, and he fails his die hard, losing a life point. All right.
And now he's got 2 spots burning.
Yeah. Vertha.
Quick, we can finish him, and I'll 1, 2, 3, 4 walk around here, and I'll try a staff attack for going my defense for 2 attacks there. Nice.
All right, spike it. You do no damage. So
Okay.
there it is.
And Skelly.
And he misses. Or no, he hits. Spike it.
Hopefully that does a wound.
Yeah, let's see.
Ah!
Nope, no wound. Sorry.
Thought he was out of diehards, dang it.
Oh, you know what? That does kill him because you actually crit damage there.
Oh, sweet.
And then he makes his endurance tests, and he passes both of them. Or no, it's -1 die level. That's what it does. He passes. Anyway, so, but he falls to the ground, and his corpse just kind of burns there. So, there you go. Good job. You guys overcame your first encounter. 2 war spiders, nonetheless.
Tharun, excellent job. And the rest of you as well.
Yeah, he clearly carried the team. And I pat him on the back.
Your hand goes through one of his ribs.
Ah, you see me visibly shiver.
So you guys had stuff that you were looking at, the tombstones here, and so you can look at those.
I need to.
I'd like to check out those bodies I sensed earlier that were not at a tombstone.
All right, yeah, you can go over there. Fairloon, you find that. What languages do you speak?
The 2 main ones, Chalish, and of course, is it Fairlish? What is it?
Phalor.
My name.
Phalish,
Phalor,
yeah.
My actual main language.
Okay,
So
cool.
Chalish and Phalor.
Cool. So you see there, and you know it's all. These are written in. I think it's Chalish. Yeah, they're written in Chalish, but they're kind of ancient and might need some description. Cryptography is what I'm looking for here. Nice. Kip wanders over and takes a seat. Marcus and Arrow, what are you guys doing?
I walk up to these over here.
Cool. Do you speak Chalish?
No.
Alright. It's gibberish to you.
If you
And
make them out, you can call me over. If anyone knows cryptography, can help me with these.
I'm gonna come over here and just look around to see what the interest is in this area.
alright. As you walk over there, you see Vertha kind of rummaging through some bushes and spider webs, and he's cutting the spider webs down and things like that, and reveals a body. First aid, I think. could potentially help you out here.
Who do you want to roll at me or?
Whoever, yeah. Trying to see what type of
Got
thing
a
it would.
D8 in it. In first aid, that is.
Oh, nice.
If first aid is boosted by knowledge, then it's a +1, which I'll add in there.
Yep.
But I think it is. But I
It
forgot
is
that.
boosted by knowledge. Yep.
I only have 2 skills, D10 agility in that, so knowledge.
Trying to see if there's like one for determining somebody who's dead, and I don't see one, so I think it's first aid.
Yeah.
This person was clearly killed by a spider, but he's like wrapped up in a cocoon, and it's a very fresh body. It looks like he was potentially maybe dragged away from a campsite or something like that. And you also know that he's Erdegar, and you recognize him from last night.
Oh, good God! This was one of the Erdegar that was with that dancing lady.
You can roll a general lore check, or Erdegar lore if you have it, which I don't think anybody does. But
I don't.
You can roll it. It's a D4 -2.
Woo! No.
You got a 0. You have no idea what she was. Just really quick, I'm just gonna see. Oh, hey, look at that. Somebody does know who she is. So, I'm gonna just pick somebody here.
What was the roll?
Kip, you're well-traveled.
Yeah, what was the roll again?
It's a D4. I just rolled a bunch to see if anybody got a spike, and you got a 10 on it. -2 is a 8. She is a wild wing. That's what she's called. Their spiritual... The dancing gal was a wild wing. She's a spiritual leader of the Erdegar people. So.
I would like to search.
Not a
this
stripper. that's all I'm trying to get across.
Erdagger, and see if he's got anything useful.
Yeah, as you search him, he does. He might have some stuff. Roll me a D6.
Kip takes interest at the discovery of the Ergar and wanders over.
You kind of hear me as I'm like, oh, you know.
All he has on him, other than his clothes, are a flint and tinder. Doesn't even have a weapon.
If anyone needs this to start a fire, it's always good to have a backup.
Any sign of the others?
That is beyond me, but it looks like he might have been taken here from somewhere. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah, this is one of the ones we recognize, right?
Yep.
So that means they're probably ahead of us if it's already dead.
Just
Or
very
they're
keen,
camping nearby.
Marcus.
They may be ahead of us. There's one fewer now.
True.
Yes.
But they must have left during the night.
Oh,
If we
who was
run
it?
into him again, be mindful of the woman.
Why is
She
that?
has some powers.
Well,
Just be
yes, she was
careful
a
of
very
her.
good dancer, that's for sure.
Her enticement wasn't all natural. Be careful with that one. If you see her, take her first.
Now, someone was asking, was it you, Fairloon? Were you asking about these Chalish words here? I can't read them, but...
I can read them, but they're just difficult to make out, so I need some help with somebody who can...
Does anybody have cryptography?
I do, yep. If you can translate, I know a little bit.
Yes.
Nice.
Here, your light's spread. He was found dead in his bed. A rock.
You guys find out that you're in a small town, just off the near the Pachai Dunes, and really you just need to head a little bit west, and you're gonna run into the Pachai or the trade route again, and you're almost to the Pachai span. which is a bridge that crosses the once luscious Pachai River.
We need to cross that river
Yep.
to get where we're going.
Yeah, but it used to be a roaring like river, so it's cliffs and things like that. The only real crossing is the span.
Well, I'm just thinking.
Is
if the
that
others
span
were
a
ahead of us-
bridge or a ford?
It is a bridge.
All right. Oh, that's not ominous at all.
No, we just may want to get there sooner than later if others are ahead of us. Not that they would sabotage it, but I know others who would.
All right. Who got the extra fate stone? Was that Kip?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I'm sitting on 2 currently.
All right. So I'm gonna move you guys to a new map. You guys get back on track and decide to press on to try and make up for time, lost time. That's at least what it sounded like you guys wanted to do.
Was it Arrow who was felled? Who took some spider venom and
Yeah, Arrow, he lost a life point. If somebody wants to try a medicine check on him, or first aid check.
Sorry. I cause wounds. I don't fix them.
take care of animals if they're hurt?
I'm
There
assuming
you go.
heal is a skill that you must possess to try.
Yeah, first aid. Well, first aid. You don't have to possess anything to try it. You can try anything you want at a D4 -2.
But
Arrow, you heal 1 life point as Vertha bandages you up. But with first aid, if you touch it, the target that you're trying to heal loses a life point instead.
Yeah, that's seems like a lot of risk for not a lot of gain.
Especially on a D4. You don't want to be
Yep.
rolling a
Minus 2.
D4 first aid. But it's a cool thing that you can do in combat. Arrow, you heal 1 life point.
so what you're saying is if I try to heal the enemy, I can do an automatic wound, right? No, I'm just kidding.
If you want to. Alright, so you guys get here. And immediately as you're arriving, you see the span. I'm going to move you a little bit.
Cool map, by the
more
way.
forward. I know, isn't this awesome? Matt Green made this. So
Oh, really? Nice.
Nice.
Immediately as you guys arrive, you notice that there's a small ruined watchtower or something right here. I'm just going to give you a quick lay of the land. Do you guys have till 10:30?
Sure.
Oh, I do.
That's fine.
Great. These darkened areas with kind of the woods are going with clusters of woods count as forests. Think free bands or Freeblades, right? So out from the woods over here, you see the gal from last night, and she's screaming and running onto the span, and you see her being chased by 2 scrots.
Oh gosh.
No,
Her
this is
clothes
gonna go
look
up.
ragged, and you see none of her fellow Erdegar. It looks like she has scrapes and cuts. It does not look pretty for her. So yeah, that's what you guys are kind of walking into there. You know, a couple of scronts chasing her down. You guys gonna watch it happen, or what do you want to do? She's screaming for help. Did I get cut off?
Can you hear us now?
Yep, I'm back. So what do you guys want to do? She's screaming for help, running towards you guys, and kind of looking over her shoulder, and then you see those 2 scrots.
I'll double move toward her.
Alright, you're
And
gonna
the
run.
question is whether they're in bow range for the Tenka. How far this is.
Well, each square is 1 inch, so probably. For you.
I would like to cast Tanar's Blessing on who's got the
Fairloon
bow
or
here?
Kip, I think.
On who?
No, I have a
Okay.
javelin. My range is
Okay.
not good.
Okay, Fairloon has a long-ish range bow.
Yep.
Is that okay? Then I will cast Tanar's Blessing. It's a +2 dice levels for RAR if I succeed.
Yeah, you succeed.
Do we need to be in initiative or anything?
In just a second, I'm letting each of you guys kind of arrive on the scene to this strange thing, and then we'll drop into initiative.
Okay, so I haven't moved yet then. That's what I
No,
was trying
your
to-
double move is fine.
Okay.
Yep, that's your, like, surprise round, if you will.
Okay.
Okay, and then I have a D12 for knowledge. Does that give me a +1 to my car
It does.
rolls?
It does, absolutely.
Okay.
Nice. Alright, Fairloon, you have Tanar's Blessing. So that's going to be +2 die levels to your ranged attack rating.
Is there what's the range for that?
You're
There's
at
no
23.
range.
Okay, so that's worth the range.
Yep, you're just +2 die levels to...
This works.
No, he was asking what the
Are we doing
range
that
band is.
initiative first, or should I shoot?
Oh, yeah, you can take a shot. Yep. Unfortunately, even with the D14 +1, that misses. Because it's medium range, you're -1. And they have some cover. So. Alright, Vertha, what do you want to do?
I
would like to
will run double move to her aid as I hate demons quite a bit.
Okay. And arrow.
Can I take a single move
Sure.
after casting?
Yep.
Okay.
He's slow. Arrow, what are you doing?
I'm gonna flank out to this right side.
Okay. Run. Bear in mind that those are trees, and so unless you have arboreal, you won't be able to do that. Okay. Everybody got a turn, right? With that, you guys can roll initiative, and we will... you guys, if you guys could do me the favor of entering your own initiatives. I have just one or two of these to roll.
I don't think we can add ourselves into the turn order.
Oh yeah, you're not in the turn order. Sorry, you can't. I mean, there's
We'll
a
have
way
to look.
to, but I don't know the macro for
We'll
it.
have to
so-
look up the macro next game.
Yeah, Eric
Yeah, I
knows
need
it.
to start. I need to pre-program a few of these.
Oh. Alright, here we go. There you guys are. What's up? Alright, you guys are all in. There's a macro for it, but I don't know what the
There's macro to add your token is what he's looking for.
oh, I don't there's probably a macro for that too.
That's what I was meaning. I know there's one in the character sheet built in, so I'm sure there's a macro to add your token when you roll.
Yep.
Dang, what all those rolls for down there?
Don't worry about it, bro. Alright. And turn 1. Okay, let's sort it. Alright, Kip, as you're getting there, you see another one right there. He kind of
Of course.
pops out from his stealth, and he's running towards her. Now, you're in range to intercept, but unfortunately, he'll probably get out of range before you're able to make the intercept. So I'd hold your reaction.
All right.
Oh, I should probably add her turn too.
Could potentially reaction shot though as well, couldn't he?
Yeah, you can reaction shoot, but that's your entire turn if you want to do
And
that.
your javelin's over there, but
Yeah. Well, how does that work? If I throw this javelin, that's my only weapon.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
kind of
have
have
a
like
quantity of them.
yeah, you have let's say you have 5
Okay.
javelins, so you have enough to like do a couple of throws and then fight and stuff like that.
Okay. Is my flame weapon still going?
Yes, it's a continual spell. So, yep, you can chuck that javelin. It'll be a flame javelin.
Let's give that a shot.
All right.
And that's at a -1
Yep.
because I moved. Oh no, this is a new turn, right?
It's a new turn. That's right.
So is it a -1?
It's a -1 for reaction shooting. Yep.
All right. Ugh.
And so you miss. But your
Yeah.
flaming javelin's over here, so you can move up and pick it up if you want to.
I will.
Alright, so this guy comes running up and looks like he's trying to attack her. But he misses. And then the other one also moves up. Looks like she's starting to get surrounded. She tries to react to that guy and like she moves over to here. Trying to evade him. Looks like. Alright, Kip, it's your turn. You took the reaction shot, so actually
Yeah,
your
so
turn's-
that is my turn,
that
right?
is your turn, yep. Vertha.
wretched demons! I yell, and I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a speed 8 here, 6, 7 here.
Nice.
And benefits of armor 3.
Yeah.
Yep, and I rolled +1 speed for mine. And I'll try to hit it with my staff. I'm gonna forgo the second attack to keep
Okay.
defense up. So 4-3.
4 will hit, and 3 will damage.
As I go there, how far of a drop would I think this is?
50 feet or so, 60 feet.
Good lord. Okay.
Yep.
And then
And sheer cliffs on the
Saroon.
sides.
Maroon will try to run his scrawny bones up here as fast as possible, but he's struggling in the sands.
As he runs past, Kip claps him on the back again. You got this.
Oh my gosh, thank you, she says, and she kind of runs back to here.
You see one of his rib bones fall out as you accidentally.
And she
knock it out.
like kind of grabs your arm, Kip, and kind of hides behind you a little bit.
What? What?
What? She looks strong. You look like a sissy. This thing comes running up, charges you. Look at that, 15. There it is, and he's gonna try to bite you, and he gets a 2.
Defense
So that's
6. Yep.
it. All right. Then you see a globe of darkness kind of appear out of the woods there. It was already a little dark over there, but
Where at?
Oh gosh.
you
Oh,
see
boy.
a Morkul come floating.
Can we get a zoom
floating
in on
down.
Mm,
Yeah. Creepy goat people.
Oh my gosh, get over it. They are really creepy though. I think the Morkul is like one of the creepier models.
I love the entire demon set. I'm not gonna lie.
Good deal. Somebody's gotta love them.
They are absolutely the coolest of all of them to look at.
I like Scrots and Bentrax. That's about it.
Uh huh.
All right. And he kind of moves out. And what's he gonna do?
Don't do it.
That's so interesting. And he casts a spell.
There's a shocker.
I know. It goes off with a 4.
I wish I wasn't in melee. Is there like a spell identification thing in this game? or
Yeah,
is
it's
that,
spell. It's spell sense.
Okay, can we do that as a free action? I'm gonna look up at it real
Yep.
quick.
You can. I think you just know what it is. He just
Okay.
cast choke,
Oh gosh.
and
That's his target.
his target is that guy, the skeleton.
Really?
He gets a 10 to hit. I think that hits.
No offense, he's more threatening looking.
I don't. Undead might be immune to.
No, it's
what
just
is
a
it?
D8
Choke?
damage ranged attack. It's called choke, but
Oh, okay.
he's basically. So you see your skeleton kind of head jar to the side really quick, and then he touches the damage as the skeleton like rips free of the attack. But he was gonna rip
Okay.
your skeleton's head off.
My gosh. All right. No, Varun.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Arrow.
Alright. So I have running shot. So I'm gonna run to next to, well, I'd be in considered there. So I'm gonna run to here.
Ooh.
Then I'm gonna shoot the one down lower.
You're shooting at?
The one down lower. And
Oh,
It's
nice.
a seven to hit and spike for damage.
All right. Yeah. So that'll hit. Roll. Your spike doesn't crit, but you do kill it. All right. Cool. Father so and so.
Okay. I think I'm gonna come up here. And I think I'm just gonna keep on moving forwards.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use all of my action to get up to there.
All right. Fail rune.
Okay. I assume the bless was only that one turn, correct?
No, it's it's
no,
a
it's
continual
ongoing.
spell.
Okay.
And I'm at medium range, so it's my +1 and it's a -1, so I'll just take that off.
Yep.
Oh,
Nice.
and that's the Morgul. Sorry, that's the Morgul. I'm shooting at.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
You can roll damage. Or he's actually your arrow goes right through him.
Oh gosh. Good old Wraith.
And you hear this.
Wow, that's a great laugh because I'm so far away.
Yeah, you don't hear it, but the people near Father Riker and then they
You
hear
can
it.
feel it in your soul.
Yeah. And let's see here. How far? Let's see.
Oh, is anyone right behind him?
All right. And then something really weird happens. Suddenly, you guys see the trees begin to move. These trees back over here, and these trees, they begin to kind of move and sway a little bit. As Stu had delayed.
Oh gosh.
Oh, this got interesting fast.
Yep. Two Ventrax swoop out of the trees and charge Kip.
Oh, gather, huh?
Yep,
And they're flying, right?
Mm-hmm.
they are. And so no intercepts or anything.
Yep.
Kip, it's going to be a rough turn for you.
Yeah.
So your defense is a 5, right?
5.
Okay, cool. So the first attack hits, second attack hits, third attack hits, fourth attack hits. You can dodge one of those. And you
I will attempt to dodge one of them.
All right. The 5 probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what is that? A 1D?
You get a D12, I think. Whatever your agility is. Yeah, it's a D12. Have fun, man. Oh no! Oh no! It's so bad. And then
You have 2 fate stones, though.
yeah, do you want to re-roll that with one of your fate stones?
Yeah, because I'm probably not going to survive this either. Nope.
Oh, that feels so bad. Okay. And then their damage dice here. Not a critical. Damage. Nothing. Nothing. You take 2 life points.
Which is all I had.
Yep, so you go to 0, and then you're going to have to make a death test next turn, unless on your turn you'll have to make a death test unless somebody can get to you. And so what I'm going to do is...
As I'm being struck down, I look at her. Run!
Yep. Hey, really quick, join me in the tournament chat just for a second.
Alright, let me fly over. Alright, I'm in.
Welcome. Go ahead and roll me a knowledge test really quick.
There's a way to whisper it in roll 20, right?
You can just roll a d8, that's fine. It makes them freak out by what I'm making you do.
I like it. I approve of that message.
Yeah. Nice.
7.
You look at her and tell her to run as you're like being torn to shreds, and suddenly her like the Macarenas that she had or whatever kind of coalesce into just for a second into a great axe, and her skin begins to unravel as you're looking at a Gadarl.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that cool? But you're unconscious, so have fun with that.
Hey, at least it was a wonderful image as I was slipping into death.
And she smiles at you and says, "Oh, I will." Too quietly for anybody else to hear. All right, that's all. I just wanted to give you that little bit as you get knocked unconscious. So.
Nice.
All right, so keep that to yourself until you get
Will do.
conscious. All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm putting Kip at the end of the initiative, so that'll give you guys a round to get to him before he has to make his death test. Vertha, it's your turn.
Dang it, I can't first aid and break off in the same turn, which is very unfortunate. In necromancy, I can bring it back, but I can't stop you from going.
Well, what you could do is try to kill the Scrot so Marcus could try to heal.
Yeah. So I will try to do that. I will forego my defense bonus this round to do 2 attacks.
And
Well,
it hits.
It is piled on.
It hits because of Pile-On, and I think they're only defense 2.
Yeah, I think so.
Or AV2. They are, so you kill it. Good job.
Thanks a lot.
All
Good
right.
God. And I look at the Ventrax, and I'll move.
Yep, no moving.
Alright, that's sorry, I can't move.
Guys,
but
I'm
I
going to
can.
run to the
I
restroom
can.
while you figure this out, okay?
Yep. And she
But,
says, "Oh my gosh," and like continues to move back, running and yelling, "Save me!"
The Rune will try to attack this one here if he can, or rather, Freeblades rules. Sorry, this one.
Okay, cool.
Then he misses, I think.
Yeah,
with a
he does
3,
because
so-
there are 7 right now.
Oh my gosh.
All right. The Morkul goes and looks at Vertha and casts.
Stop it.
He's going to cast a bit of a larger spell.
Goodness.
And you hear dark whispers in your mind,
All
telling
right.
you dark things. And it's a 6 to cast Shadow Mind.
And I will try to counterspell.
It'll
paying
cost
me
you
extra.
3. Yep.
Yep, it is worth it as I feel my mind leaving me. Man, that puts me at a low. I'll be at 5 power out of 10. And I will cast that. Yes!
And you're able to shake the magic off as you put up your staff and slam it on the ground, and a spark of light happens, and dark light, of course, because you're a necromancer.
Quiet, foul beast, I know your tricks.
This one turns on your skeleton there.
Rest in peace.
6 hit?
I believe that. Yeah, that hits.
You dead.
Not necessarily. I will attempt to Death
That's-
Shaper.
And die hard
And
success.
he is still alive.
All
Yep.
right.
I will
Arrow.
make sure to lessen the power for him.
I'm gonna charge. Well, can I charge this one?
No, you're not close enough, but you can move into contact with him.
Yeah, I'll join up next to the skeleton
All right.
and take a punch.
You hit, but unfortunately, I don't think it does damage. I think you missed it by 1 there.
50-50.
There it is. Ventrix. Oh no! Yeah, AV3. Sorry. We'll say you could charge to there. That's fine, and then you do a life point to him. Do they have
Cool.
dodge?
I think
No.
they do. They're
No,
pretty
they don't.
nasty.
They don't. They just have really, really high defense. All right, cool. Marcus. Stop.
All right.
I'll get there eventually. Session 0 is always hard.
All right. I am going to cast. What is this? Moto's Mending on Kip.
All right. You can see his
Exactly close enough.
body back there flailing about.
flailing.
Whatever, you know what I mean. Nice.
Success.
But
Counterspell.
you,
No, I'm
yeah,
kidding.
yeah. The Morkul says, no, and tries to counterspell you, and fails because of your +1. Oh, hold up.
Right.
Actually, no, you're not. You're an AV4, right? You're only
I am AV4.
great. Yes, perfect. Yeah. So
Yeah, I ended up dropping down just to make all my AP.
you
Work out
put
right.
you put that kind of out there, that spell, and you like can see the god Moto kind of coming down and starting to bind up, and then you start to see these dark tendrils rip away Moto, and you put a little more energy into it, and the dark tendrils break away, and you're able to heal him for 1.
Alright, and then I am going to move over to Kip's weapon. And probably next turn I'm going to pick it up and throw it to him, if I can.
It is just a normal javelin at this point, as his spell has faded. Faraloon.
So, can I shoot at one of these flying things, or am I shooting into combat? Because one...
You will be shooting into combat, but you are welcome to shoot at them.
Alright. And they're 13 away, so it's basically I can run up and be in position, I guess. I don't want to...
Yeah, it's
Kill
going to be
someone.
-1 for range or -1 for moving, so you might as well.
No, the way I'm rolling, that's fine.
Yep.
Just moving up that far. I'll move in position next turn. Wait,
All right.
how about... Do I need to charge next turn if I go back here? I need 3 to charge?
Yeah, you need 3. However,
Okay.
I'm going to stop you. You run up next to her, and a battle axe comes at your stomach.
Okay.
So do you have dodge?
I do not have dodge.
All right.
Yeah. Trusting nature.
Oh my gosh, I
That
just realized what happened.
Yep, you did. And a battle axe lands right in your stomach, and that is where you stop. Now, that was only a normal move for you, so you'll still be able to attack that turn, or this turn.
Hey everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Fairloon just ran past the Wild Wing, and who suddenly, as you look at the Wild Wing wondering what the heck just happened, you begin to see her face unravel as though by ribbons, and it is replaced with a Gadarl.
Pretty disguise.
Feminine wiles.
The attack for me, the blessing only did for the RAR, or
Yeah,
just for any
it's only RAR.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Welcome back, Ben. Just in time
Can you
for...
guys hear
Oh,
me?
spike it! Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah. All right, 9, a 10 will hit. Let's see if she can dodge her way out of that. It's a D10 dodge. Here we go. 3, she does not. So go ahead and roll damage, sir. Oh! Tarch.
You have a Fate Stone if you would like to use it.
Yeah, do you want to re-roll that with a Fate Stone?
I'll do that.
Okay.
Oops.
Not that you have to. But.
Nice. And you slice into her bits as well. I don't know. Her ribbons. Slice into that. Meanwhile, down here, we got a Ventrax. Trying to attack Arrow Felfel. A 5 hit you, Arrow?
Yes.
And a 7. Any defensive talents?
Oh, I have Die Hard.
Okay. 2 for damage and a 7 for damage. What's your AV?
My AV is 4.
Nice. So roll die hard against the 7. Nope. Why is it +1?
Do you add endurance or do I roll endurance?
You roll endurance.
Oh, I'm a D10.
So roll a d10. Nice. You avoid the wound. This one then tries to backstep, but fails to do so, or hit and run, but fails to do so. Kip, it's your turn. You have regained consciousness, and I'm just putting you at the front of the initiative again. So
You're right.
you can stand up. Their backs are to you, so you think you might be able to get up without reaction attacks.
All right. I kip up
Haha.
and
Haha.
and this is not a good place for me to be.
You have Blade Dancer.
Yeah, but I don't want to leave these guys. Who are they attacking? Which one?
This one here. Also, is there anything you want to say as you get up? Regaining
Don't
consciousness.
trust her.
As you turn around and look for her really quick, you see not the Wild Wing, but a Gadarl fighting Fairloon, who looks very shocked and is trying to act defensively.
Yeah, never mind. All right. So I'm engaged with both of them, correct?
That's right.
So.
Breaking combats, I don't think is a thing in Brightsword.
Oh, okay. In that case, I would like to just move, kind of wheel around this guy along his rear flank, his rear arc.
Yeah. So you're -3 speed for standing up, but otherwise you have 4 points of speed to really do whatever you want with.
All right, perfect.
Because of Blade Dancer. If you didn't have Blade Dancer, you couldn't do that.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna take another javelin off my back, cast Flame Weapon, and go in for a fight.
All right. So with Flame Weapon, you're going to need a 6 to cast it.
Ooh, why?
Because you're engaged in combat.
Oh, I did not realize that.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you can't break up your movement with the cast. You have to either cast before or after your movement, so you're engaged either way with flaming weapon.
Casting in melee also has.
You could. Here's what you could do. You could break off, chuck a javelin at this one,
Yep.
and then cast flame weapon on your next javelin.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
That's kind of how I built this guy to work.
I'm going to move back here so I have some cover. And, yep, let's take a shot at him in the back. So it's just a standard roll 1d10, -1.
Yep.
Ugh.
It misses.
Yep. I cannot
And
throw.
it just misses.
Alright. Alright, now that's my turn.
Okay, cool. And then you cast a spell, right?
Well, yes. I go ahead and pull out my other one and cast my spell, and that's 2
All right,
javelins
so
down.
that's a d6 then.
Even 1d6.
Yeah, you still need a 2 or higher to cast any spell.
Yeah.
Anytime.
But when you said d6, I heard 6. I'm like, oh wait, hold on.
Nope.
Alright.
Nice.
Whew.
Goes off. And you're
Barely.
out of counterspell range, so feels good. Vertha.
I am going to charge this Ventrex here,
Okay.
and I'm going to do just
I'm
the.
an idiot.
I don't
That's
think
okay.
I can. I don't think I can do the 2 attacks on a charge, right?
Yeah,
I
you
don't know
can.
how that works. Okay. I'll go ahead and do the 2 attacks.
Nice.
Huh.
That feels bad. Second
I'd
attack
like to
hits.
use my Fate Stone to reroll the first one.
Okay.
A little bit better.
I mean,
With
so here's what I don't want. I know that you guys are trying to speed things up by rolling damage at the same time, but the way that Freeblades works, you really can't do that. Have like a different one that's a damage die, and have one that's just like an attack, and then one that's a
Oops.
damage die or something.
Alright, so just take out that and put attack and
Because
then,
like you want to use a Fate Stone to
roll my
reroll your
damage
Mar,
afterward.
but you've already crit failed your damage, so cool, you hit. But
Yeah, I see what you mean.
you know what
Okay,
I mean.
that's fine.
So I appreciate
Yeah, 'cause
the
it
help,
doesn't happen
but
simultaneous.
regardless, you actually kill him with your second attack. So you can keep
Okay,
your Fate
awesome.
Stone. And now that you're no longer engaged, you can reposition 3 inches in any direction, including into contact with an enemy.
I actually don't know if I want to be engaged with this Ventrex or not. I'll go ahead though. I will go here so that my allies can get in there. And then I'll attack with the skeleton. I'll have to. He doesn't have Fate Stone, so I'll keep his combined.
Great.
Alright,
He
that's me.
misses. Alright, this thing. He cast Shadow Mind on Marcus. Tarch. Feels bad.
Phew.
And then
Feels bad for him, maybe.
he floats up to Marcus and attacks Marcus. 5
These
to
guys
hit.
are nasty.
I think that hits.
Any parry? No.
No.
7 for damage.
Okay. I
Oh,
do have
hold up.
Die Hard.
3 for damage, so you're fine.
Okay.
Alright, this Ventrex goes and tries to kill Vertha. 6
I
to
don't
hit.
know with the reposition if I get my defense bonus.
No,
So I'm
you
at
don't.
defense
you
6
don't.
anyway, though.
You
or
didn't
5,
choose that
so-
anyway. You did 2 attacks.
Right.
So he got a 6 and a 13 to hit you.
Okay, armor 3. So that is a level of crit. I
No,
do not
that's
have-
6 and 13 to hit. Your defense is
Oh,
5.
I'm sorry.
Here's
yeah.
his damage rolls, because you don't have dodge, right?
No, I have no defensive anything, basically. I have 3 life points, though, luckily. for that.
So the
You're
first
gonna
one's
need
a
'em.
Tarch, and the
Yay.
second one is a 25,
Yeah.
which is 3 life points.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't have any Die Hard or anything like that, so I'm just down. And with me, I believe my continuous spell drops.
Yep. Okay, you guys see this thing just one rip just beat him down and Vertha falls.
That's what you get for wearing light armor and melee.
Arrow.
Is there enough room to charge that guy?
You won't get a bonus, though.
Yeah, alright. I'll just move in and take an attack.
Okay.
Well, or down. Can I shoot at him when...
Do you have
Take him
first
down?
aid, Arrow?
No, I do not.
Okay. Actually, he gets a reposition, so he's actually over here right now. He lands kind of on top of this ruin thing.
I guess I'll move over here and then shoot him.
Okay. Pew pew.
I'm going to use my face down. My last one.
Okay. Yeah, man, you hit. Roll damage.
Nope.
That's too bad. Marcus.
Okay. Am I aware of whether or not I can damage this thing with physical weapons?
Yes, there's very few things in the game that you can't damage with physical weapons.
Okay.
You're just not sure if it will phased or not.
You know Morkul's
Okay.
kind of phase in and out of existence occasionally.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and just swing at it then.
Swing away. Yeah, man, that hits. Let's see if it likes the hit or not. And your sword passes through it. Yep. Fairloon.
So she didn't have me again this time.
Oh yeah, that's because I didn't. I forgot to add her turn. She's a 4. She actually goes right before you. Actually, she goes before a lot of people.
She made this for me.
Yeah. So here's her attack. Hold on. She gets a 5 to hit. Okay. 2 for damage.
Okay.
Does that put you 0?
Trying to see my. Yeah, maybe his armor's 2. Sorry, I had to look at it. Yep, I'm down.
All right.
2 life points on me.
Oh no. That's 2 of you down. All right. Sad day. All right. So on your turn, Fairloon, I need you to roll me an endurance test. And Kip, you're at 1 life point right now.
Yep, I figured. Has Gardal taken any damage?
She has.
All right. I will-
And Kip, it's your turn. All right, you are fine. You're okay, Fairloon. You're not every turn. You
Yeah,
so
fuck
when
that. Yeah.
when characters go down, every turn they're gonna have to make an endurance test. If they pass, nothing happens. If they fail, or if they tarch, it's an endurance test 2, TN2. If they tarch, they're dead. And every life point you are below 0 gives you a -1 to your endurance test.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
Kip.
All right. Decision time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can run and hit. I can't cast then. Bigger threat. All right. Split our attention. I'm
I mean,
gonna
You could
charge.
the wraith.
Yeah, but odds are I'll just pass. Question: Does flaming weapon now count as a magic weapon?
It does.
Haha! That answers that question for me then.
And
Yes.
actually, that's a good point. Fairlund, you actually did a life point earlier. Roll me a d8 for damage. Really quick. Yep.
From the bow?
Yep,
Okay.
from the bow. Great. You did a life point earlier because it was a magic weapon.
My weapon's not magic other than the bless.
Yeah, but that makes it a magic weapon.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
Making sure.
It makes it a magical attack. Alright, cool. Kip, continue with your turn, man.
Charge him.
Alright. You do that.
Oh. There.
That will hit. He can't, I don't think he can wraith out of it.
And then it's 2 dice level, so 1d8 damage. And is there a +1 to the damage, or is it just 1d8?
It's +1
charging.
because you're charging.
Charger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a d8 +1.
Roll high, roll high. Daddy needs.
Oh!
Let's roll that again.
Alright, that's going to be a 9, 14.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's check that. And he is dead, and you get your second Fate Stone back.
All right. As I kind of do a leap stab right into his face, I'm like, try to wraith this. And 1 Fate Stone?
Yep. And then you
we'll
can move
take-
3 inches. You and Father Riker can both move 3 squares
All right. 1.
as that combat
Oh my
ends.
god, Kip, I am so glad to see you.
You say that now. We're not done yet. right, I'll move
Veritha
up
is
3.
bleeding out on the ground, but okay. She starts singing a song and walking. She just walks up to Arrow, singing a song and dragging the battle axe, except for the last, 3 inches, she sprints. So it's actually a charge arrow. Now, you haven't gone yet this turn. What do you want to do? She's charging you.
Yeah. If I can get a reaction shot, I'll do that.
Great. Roll it.
I have steady shot, so I ignore the -1.
It's pretty good.
Nice.
Nice. She's going to
Before
try
I
to
don't-
dodge that. Fails.
Nope.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Right. Don't feel me now.
Nope. Feels bad. No Fate Stone. So she comes in and swings at you, gets an 8 to hit, and an 8 for damage.
That's a life one.
Alright, you can die hard it. And you do. Nice. This thing descends on you and tries to rip into you. 5 to hit and an 13 to hit.
They
Both-
both hit.
Alright. 4 for damage, 12 for damage. That's 2 life points.
Yes. It is.
Do you have only Die Hard 1? Do you just have Die Hard 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the racial diehard.
Alright, cool. It's your turn, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna punch her.
Great. Oh, and then that thing tries to hit and run, and it succeeds. That
And I
tries.
dodge it.
Oh, you do. Alright, Marcus.
How dead does Vertha look here?
He doesn't.
Not
He doesn't
dead.
actually look dead. He's like, he could be saved. He's kind of on the fringe of death right now.
Okay. Then in that case, I am going to... Moto's mending again.
Okay.
Let's see here. 8.
Spike it.
Oh my gosh, I love you so much.
Alright, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is a free cast for you. You don't spend more than 1
Oh,
power on
free
it.
cast.
When you crit a casting roll, it refunds mana. And you just
Okay.
crit it. You needed a 2 and you got a 12.
Alright, and then I am going to...
Move up to the Godarl and hit her.
Yes, but I'd like to move around behind.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Alright, roll the attack. There's no flanking like that. That's not really a thing. But you do get pylon because of... Well, she charged this turn.
closer. It's also closer to Falun too.
Oh,
which
yeah,
I need
that-
to be over there
yep.
also. So
Alright, roll your attack, man. Oh, that misses.
Nope.
Do you want to use your
Alright.
Fate Stone to re-roll it?
no, I think there's a good chance I'm going to need that next round.
Alright, Fairloon, roll your death test. Oh, no!
No!
Do you want to use your Fate
No
Stone
Fate
to re-roll it?
I used it.
Oh, no! Do you guys
Can
want
we
to...
give them? Can I donate mine?
Yes, you can turn your 2 into a Destiny Stone.
All right. Well, that's it. Then I'm out.
Alright. Just click the little... Alright, you pass.
I'm about to say, do not tarsh that man.
Oh, man, that's so savage. Alright. Alright. Kip, it is your turn, sir.
All right. How many? I wouldn't know that. Sorry. I'm used to Freeblades rules, no secrets.
What's your question?
How many life points does she have left?
1.
Ah, okay. Let's make sure we do this right.
A lot of this one's pretty open, so...
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cast Flame Skin before I move into combat.
Oh, nice, okay.
1d6. Come on, don't mess this up. That worked.
Yep. Alright, your weapon is no longer flaming.
Oh, you lose that? They
Right,
don't
if you're a
compound.
higher level caster, then you can have 2 up at the same time. So if you
Ah,
want, you
yeah.
can just keep the flaming weapon
Yeah, I'll
going.
keep the weapon.
Alright,
I'll
cool.
keep the weapon. Alright, so, yeah. I'll just swing around here and I can't charge her because I can't get a line of sight.
But you can move into contact.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just move into contact right here.
Alright.
Put me between her between me and that flying creature that likes to kill people.
Yeah.
And I will just roll 1d10. Ah!
And no Fate Stones.
And I have no face stone,
There's
so
a-
yep, I just miss. Horribly.
What's going on? The rune, no. Ah, curses. I see Fairloon on the ground though, and I will spend 3 to stand up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I double move when I stand up on the same turn?
I think
I have
so.
an 8 speed, so I can get here, but I don't know if I can double move.
I think you can, but that's like your whole...
That's
you can't
it,
do
yeah.
anything else.
But I'll rush to Fairloon and
Sure.
hopefully save her next turn.
The Godarl goes, and you see it slowly turning into Fairloon. It's starting to look like her. And it swings at Arrow. Uh-oh. 12 to hit. 6 for damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
No, roll the die hard.
Die hard, man.
At least I think you get it.
Yeah, he gets die hard. It's a new turn. Now he's down. The Ventrax goes and flies here. And attacks, oh my gosh, these dice. Alright, damages. 2 wounds to Father Riker. If you have Die Hard, you can try and Die Hard one of them. It's just an endurance test.
Alright,
Nice.
I'm gonna do
Die
that.
Harded. So you only take 1 life point. And you should
You
have
have die
3.
hard 2 or just 1?
I have Die Hard 1.
Alright, and then it tries to break off and fails. It's stuck there. That's a really good thing that it's stuck there. You can. This is the turn to round. This next round is the round to kill it. Or I guess this round is the round to kill it. So, arrow.
Okay, so I just need an endurance test.
Yep, endurance test. Don't touch it.
This is that. There
All right, Father Riker, or Marcus. Sorry, Marcus.
Marcus is back to needing to be in 4 places at once.
Focus on the flying thing. I'll deal with this
All right.
bag of rags.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take my swing at the flying one.
Do you want to use your Fate Stone? It's a 5 to hit it right now.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that.
Okay.
What are the penalties for casting in?
You need a 6 to get your spell to go off.
That's not gonna happen. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use the Fate Stone
Okay.
for the melee attack.
Nice. That'll hit. Roll
That's
damage.
better. Let's see.
Alright. You hit it for 1 point of damage. Fairloon. That's... Okay.
Alive. I'm very impressed by myself.
You should be. Kip.
What I do best.
Now
Hokey
this
pokey.
this turn you have the option to split dice, so you can roll a d4 and a d6 to hit her if you want to.
What's her death?
4,
Oh, is it?
and you get 2 attacks.
Yeah. But I have a higher probability with that D10.
Yep. It's d10's a toss up. If it was a d12, 2 d6s, that's always.
Yeah,
what
I would
do.
take that for sure.
Go ahead, roll your attack. That'll hit. Let's see if she dodges it. She does not. Roll damage. Just a flat d8. Oh, spike it! So good. Alright, and
she's burning.
she is dead. Vertha, roll that first aid check.
Fingers crossed.
Alright.
Do I get any movement?
Yeah, you get 3 inches of movement. Yep.
1, 2, 3. There, I don't want to come in contact with that creature.
Alright.
That's it for me.
Alright. It goes again. Tries to attack. Gets a 5 and a 4 to hit Riker.
Oh, I need 3 inches, don't I, to charge?
Yep. You could just move up over here.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Yeah. I forgot to turn the X off. Alright, and then damage is a 3 and a 15. So you're taking 2 life, or 13. So you're taking 1 life point, Marcus. Let's see that die hard. Nice. It's a T and 7, so you're doing great, man. And it's going to try to break away again, and this time it does. And it moves way over here. Alright, arrow. Death test. Alright. And Marcus.
Alright. I am.
By the way, this
going
time it doesn't land in a
again.
tree. It looks like it's flying, trying to fly away.
Alright, and this is healing spell for
Yeah.
arrow.
Nice. Arrow, you're at 1 life point. Alright. Fairloon.
Up enough I can use my bow to shoot at the creature flying off.
As a matter of fact, you can, and as an added bonus, I don't believe Marcus ever dropped Tanar's blessing on you.
I have not.
Oh, so even though I dropped,
Yeah, so you're still blessed, man. Roll at D14. You're looking for a 7 to hit this thing. Do you want to use your Fate Stone?
no, I have no fate stones.
Oh yeah, sorry. The
Yeah, he
little
had
blue
to borrow
dot.
a
Other
few.
people fate stones.
That's right. All right. Cool. And essentially, it's probably too far out at this point. It flies off into the mountains.
You see Kip just bury the tip of his javelin, glowing with fire into the sand, and then drop on his hunches.
Glass forms around the tip.
And you just see him fall down like, ugh.
Yeah, I think Marcus is just going to kind of tip over and lean himself back up against the wall here.
Fairloon, I'm so glad you
Panting.
didn't die. I was. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
You want to say that again?
I just thanks to all of you. Is anyone else hurt?
You just see Kip's hand go up and then fall back down.
You do a quick survey. It's pretty rough.
One life point left back, right?
Kip needs 1 life point. Arrow needs 2.
Again, does anyone else have first? Does anyone have first aid?
Yeah, I do.
and we have
been helping
healing.
with it.
I do.
All right. Because I still never finished my character, so just question of.
So with first aid, you guys need to keep track of if it's been used on your character or not. Because each subsequent use of first aid on the same character is minus 1 die level.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So I've used it on Arrow and Fairloon.
And Kip. Oh no, Kip has not. So you could use it on Kip to bring him.
Yep.
Hasn't been used on me either.
I thought I used it on you, Arrow, to get you back up, but I could be wrong.
I thought he cast a spell.
Alright, all first aid. Kip.
So Kip loses a wound and goes to
Sorry.
0.
Gosh, Kip, no! Someone! I'll have a Fate Stone or a reroll a Kip, I'm sorry.
Marcus, you see Kip pass out again. It looks bad.
I'm tired. I slipped.
And Kip, you're back to 1.
Ah!
I won't
I
touch you
point at
again.
him. Get away from me.
Do spells crit?
I'll walk over to
They
Marcus.
can, yeah. When you crit a spell roll, you get you get mana refunded. If there's no mana to refund, you get a Fate Stone. So, are you guys taking shelter in these ruins?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
We'll give Kip some
Okay.
wine.
I don't even
And
think Kip's going to get up
the-
from this spot.
Request a long rest.
Gets dragged in.
I'm gonna go collect Tharoon's bones and everything and drag him over here.
Nice.
I also pick up my spent javelins, and I also pick up the rib I accidentally dislodged from Faroon and toss it at Bertha. Here, you dropped something.
Oh goodness, he's always losing that.
And inside, as you guys enter the ruin, you find a slightly odd sight. You guys find this guy cowering in the corner.
Okay.
And as you walk in, he like flinches. He goes, "Are they gone? Are they gone?"
Was he one of the Ugdar that was with that party?
Yeah, he's one of the Erdogar that were with the
I
party.
immediately-
Erdogar. Yeah.
I immediately become suspicious and
Do a knowledge check.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a stab at that too, if you don't mind.
Yeah, anybody can do a knowledge check.
Just straight knowledge.
Yep.
Nope, he totally is who he is.
To all of you guys, oh, spike that. Get a Fate Stone. Fairloon. To all you guys, he seems like a normal, like the guy. Yep.
I recognize.
I kind of point my flaming spear at him and just slowly start walking toward him.
No. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I can help you. My leader is everybody's dead. They went into the trees across the river and they all died. Those Vintrix, they ambushed him. The Gaddarl took Cassie's face.
Ah, so that was her name, Cassie. What are y'all doing here? Who sent you?
Lord Reyna.
Figures.
Rama. It was Rama.
Where's the rest of your party's bodies?
I think they're in the woods across the Pachai span.
Is that the ones across the bridge where we saw her running from?
Yeah.
All right. I look up, watch them, and I go down there and I go searching for the bodies.
All right. Anybody going with him?
Should you be going alone?
Especially in your condition.
I look at Thurloon and kind of nod. Would you mind accompanying?
I'll go with.
All right.
I saw how well she shot. I want her nearby.
I'll stay behind trying to put back together Tharoon.
All right. Oh, that's right. I already did this. All right. So as you do find all of their bodies, unfortunately, slaughtered. There's a couple of demons like dissolving back to Caroline as well, you know. But there's you find a couple of like their bodies back there, and as you loot them, this is what you find.
Oh, very nice. Nothing is in there currently.
Yeah, it's empty.
Oh, hey, look! I did GM only.
Can we write stuff in there for ourselves?
Yes.
Version of
Yeah, if
Twilight
you want, I'll just change this to group loot. I actually should have a group loot. Yeah, you already have a group loot handout.
Yep.
The message, if that's what we're looking for.
There you go.
This is different.
So you guys find that. And then you also find...
I still don't see it. Oh, scene 1 loot.
Oh, you have to close it. Yeah, scene 1
Yeah,
loot.
yeah.
There you go. Now you should see it. But wait, there's more. The guys who stay back here can roll me perception checks.
Oh my gosh, giant undead.
Good grief.
Oh, sorry.
You built
Fine
them
tests.
bigger and better.
Fine test same for me as perception. D8, D8.
Nice.
I do not know if find is enhanced by
It's knowledge.
Knowledge,
It's
so.
enhanced by knowledge.
so that is a +1.
Yep.
Oh,
So you guys, while you're back there, you actually, you guys find a Sakazet. The Tresorite Sword. It's a D8 +1 damage. It's old and dusty, but with some love, you could make it usable again. It's worth 200 bronze talents.
Nice.
You also find a worn leather pouch, and as you look it in, within the pouch is a map of the area detailing the town of Lethardim and Karinda. The map is hand-drawn and is in Chalish. The tomb doesn't seem to be on there. But as you have felled the last of your enemies, you and your comrades are finally free to cross the Pachai span, and the road leads south through the forest.
So, question. Are there such thing as weapon proficiencies? Or can anybody use pretty much any melee or ranged weapon?
Great question. So how this works is you are only proficient if you develop a Mar or Rar with the particular weapon. Alright? And then you guys, but if a weapon, so let's say, what type of weapon? You use a javelin, right?
Yes.
All right, so a javelin is in the. Hold on. If you could look with me at weapons, the weapon table, it's on page 74. A javelin is in the javelin group. So it's a pretty narrow group, unfortunately. But if you were to find another type of javelin, for example, a barbed javelin, that's also in the javelin group. You could use that at -1 mar or rar because it's in the same group. -1 die level.
So you have to be proficient and learn each weapon.
Yes, each weapon is different, so each weapon needs to be learned different. However, if you find a cool, so like you guys just found a skazet or sakazet, I can't remember how he pronounced it. Where are you? And that's a military weapon. It's a D8 plus 1 lethal, but it's a sword group. You're allowed to use that at -1 die level if you're proficient with another sword. So like the cutlass, I think, is also a sword group. Yep. So you can use that that sakazet at -1 die level mar off of what your cutlass is at.
Yep.
As for the Erdogar, he offers to go with you and journey with you. Essentially, you guys, if you want, he'll follow you around as a follower to your free band from now on.
Sure.
Yeah, you can start. Let's go bury your dead.
Alright, and he comes over to help you bury. Well, the rest of you...
These herbal tinctures, do you know what they do? Or do we know what they do?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thanks for asking again. I'm going to need a herbalist check. If you don't want to do an herbalist check, that's okay. You can instead do, I think it's a general knowledge check. Let me check it really, let me look really quick. Oh, no, that one. All right. I just gotta look it up really fast here. Yeah, if you had lore herbalism, you would know exactly what it is. But I need a knowledge check. You're not sure what they do.
So we make a general knowledge we might know? Or?
Yeah, if you have a knowledge, yep, just a knowledge check, you might know. Anybody can roll it. Oh, spike that. Nice. They are used to, let's see here. You know that they will cure stomach aches. Cool. Well, guys, that was scene 1. It went a little longer than anticipated, but I also threw in the war spiders just to warm you guys up. So.
Thanks for running.
Yeah, that was great.
Yep, and if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
if you guys are still with us listening, we appreciate you listening along, and we'll be recording the rest of this fantastic adventure, and so hope you enjoy that.